He sits on the porch where he's looking old and thin, counting up the nickels where his paycheck's always been. Each day the prices climb like never-ending hills, and now he's just too old to work, even though he still has skills. He shakes his head at all the fake news and says, "Son, I swear their lies are just giving me the blues." It used to be so simple, it used to seem to be true. They would bare their souls at 6 each night just to inform you. Now it's just too hard to believe whatever they're trying to tell you. We ain't perfect, but it's my country to love, and I still believe we'll always rise above. And with every stripe and star, this old flag knows just who we are. We've seen harder times than this before. We've walked the mile, we've carried it through, and there ain't a finer flag than the red, white, and blue. I remember back in '68, there was a war in Vietnam. When the soldiers came back broken, no one gave a damn. There was fighting in the streets between black and white after MLK was shot that night. The Soviets were escalating the arms race. NASA was blasting rockets into space, and the war cast a shadow across every young man's face. Cities were burning, there were riots in the street. Hopefully a lesson the country learned to never repeat. It was hard, but it was true. In everything we've lived through, the flag would stand a mighty red, white, and blue. In '73, gas supply was short, and there surely was a long line. They took Americans hostage in Iran, so it happened again in '79. The '80s brought us peace through strength. They told us, just say no. '90s were about dot-coms and greed, Wall Street executives snort and blow. 9/11 came next, as we watched the nation cry. We were mad, we were sad, so many had to die. We were stunned by the attack, we vowed to get them back. Even though they were mostly Saudis, we ended up bombing Afghanistan and Iraq. For a while at least, we were all patriotic, till '08, when the real estate junk bonds made the economy chaotic. We were hoping for change, but we never got it. There were flights to Tehran, loaded with cash, flying in the dead of the night. Isn't that ironic? But oh, you know, conveniently forgot that. 2020 came deadly with COVID. We were told to shelter in place, stay away from everyone and everything, and don't dare take that mask off your face. Black Lives Matter, the cops were battered, the people were dying, the nation was crying. There was was mayhem everywhere. The cities were burning, there were riots in the street. Maybe next time they'll learn that lesson, not to repeat. It was hard, but it was true. In everything we've lived through, the flag would stand almighty, the red, white, and blue. We ain't perfect, but it's my country to love, and I still believe we'll always rise above. And with every stripe and star, the soul flag knows just who we are. We've seen